my rotation pivoms. And now what I use is I use a handhold like this, where I've got both my index fingers in the space between the spinous processes. My hand is on their ribs, on their rib cage. Their arm is over my arm again. The direction that you do this to pick up the correct plane of the joint is this way though. It's not a straight this way. So I'm not just shoving her like that. It's like this, okay? And I'm just gonna palpate, and you feel the one spinous process do that. So the top one goes down relative to the bottom one. So you're just gonna do this, and then go back to neutral. Go this, go back to neutral. Go here, back to neutral. Okay?
So you start at T12?
I actually started at like 11, 12. I would actually even say start at T10. Do T10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 1. Those last three vertebrae in the thoracic spine need to rotate a lot. So for people with rotation problems, check T10, T11, T12, then do the lumbar spine. Because what you're going to find, if you found what would you have seen when you sat them and they did this and this, you found a significant loss of rotation, let's say to the right.
She's a good example of that.
Excuse me?
She's a good example of that.
Okay, you are? Okay, come on over here.
My left rotation is a little bit.
Sit facing them.
She's got a nice straight,
Put your hands on your belly.
My belly. Okay. Now I'm looser. I was tighter this morning.
It's all of your mobilizations then.
I thought you went better that way.
Oh, maybe she got
Or
stretched
that
out.
way again. And then look at her.
Well, the thing is though, is I'm
She is
feeling,
better.
I'm feeling for something that's a gross limitation.
Yeah, she's a lot better than she was.
I was tighter this morning.
It worked
Maybe
later.
I have
No, Lee worked.
I have ankylosing spondylosis.
No. I did the wrong set.
I prefer to have you put your hand on your tummy. Put your hand on your tummy. No, there you go. It's equal bilaterally though. He's stiffer than she is, but it's equal bilaterally. So what I'm looking for, did you see how I overpressured that though? Is turn to the right, and then I overpressure it, I literally do this. So I'm using my elbow on his right shoulder, and I'm pushing him on his left shoulder to feel what this end feels like. And then I'm doing the same thing when he comes over here. If anything, he's got a restriction to rotation left compared to the right, but it's fairly equal. Okay, so I'm looking like, suppose I went all the way to here, and then when I got on this side, boom, he stopped right there. Boom. Okay, then I'm definitely going to do pivoms to left rotation. And I'm going to start at T10, 11, because the chance of me finding it there is very high. Okay? One of the things, thank you. One of the things that you'll see when if you watch me see patients, or just even when I'm teaching, is that I really do believe the evidence, the research. When the research says that a test is only good if other people come behind you and find the same thing that you find, okay? For differential diagnosis. That's called inter-tester reliability. Is that if I find a positive Lachman's, you find it, you find it, you find it on the patient that has a torn ACL. Well, then the Lachman's is a good test for torn ACL. So knowing that that is the rules that govern evidence, I want to make sure that when there's a range of motion loss, we all see it. So that we're not standing there for 10 minutes trying to decide, does this move as much as this? Because if I'm doing that, the chances of whatever it is that we're quibbling over actually playing a major role in that person's pain complaint is very slim. If we have to spend 10 minutes arguing whether it's there or not, it is probably not making that big of a difference in his pain complaint. So I really like that, and I think it was Earl who finally told that to me.